Hey everyone, it's Craig. I am going to tell you about an upgrade we've made to our widgets. I'm going to tell you why it's essential that you put at least one of our widgets on your website or blog today. And also I'm going to show you how to do it. So let's get started. What you're looking at right now is our new design of widget. We have 4 types of widgets, and I'm going to go over those briefly right now. So what you're looking at right here is a tab widget. We also call it a sticky tab. And this little puppy just hangs out on the side of your website until somebody takes note and wants to use it. There are other things you could do with your sticky tabs, like have them automatically open and close. As soon as somebody loads your page, it'll wait a couple seconds and then open and then close. And I'm going to demonstrate that right now. I'll do a quick refresh on the page. That was automatic. I didn't do anything to make that happen. That makes people aware that you've got something important going on and you want them to sign up for it. Another thing we have is a pop-up widget. And as soon as I go to try to exit this page with my cursor, I get a screen interrupt. It fills the screen and asks me to check out this discount code. I can click to reveal it. Cool, now I've got this great discount that I can copy and paste and get a deal on your stuff for you e-commerce people. There's also something called a button, which is basically just a slide-in tab, except instead of activating it from clicking the tab right here, you would click on any kind of a button. You can create a massive button if you want with totally custom graphics, or something very simple and subtle, like this button here. And as soon as you click that, it's going to slide in the widget. You can also create an iframe widget, which is going to punch out a frame anywhere on your page and have a fully functioning socialmonials campaign right there within the page itself. So what we've upgraded is the code. It is way simpler than it used to be to create, and the code is much shorter, so it's going to load quicker. It's going to be more mobile responsive than it was before. They work fantastic. The size is automatic. It's going to automatically scale to whatever screen size you have, so you don't need to predetermine the exact dimensions of your widget. And I'm going to show you how to create those soon. Now I want to tell you really quickly about why it's absolutely essential that you put these on your site. When somebody visits your website, you need to de-anonymize them. If they come and go, they haven't made you any money. If they come and at least sign up for something, if they give you that precious email, there's nothing better at bringing somebody back to your website or bringing somebody to your offer than sending out an email. So to capture that email is absolutely essential if you want to grow your business. If you get creative with how you capture those emails, that's even better. A lot of people have those really simple widgets where all they're doing is just capturing an email to send out email newsletters or something like that. It's kind of expected on websites nowadays. But why not go above and beyond? Use one of our viral sweepstakes. So to have something like a weekly giveaway pop out, and all they need to enter is their email. And when they enter the campaign, now they've got all this cool interactive stuff happening. They've got a limited amount of time to get the additional actions done. You can add additional actions like, go and check out our Facebook page, go and sign up for our Instagram. We're having incredible luck with people engaging with these viral sweepstakes. Why not put one on your website using one of these widgets? It's so simple, and I'm going to show you how to do it now. Jump into your campaign design, and once you're in the design step, simply go down to widgets and configure how you want these to act. And the great thing is, once you paste your code on the website, you don't need to do that again. You can always go in and modify the way that your widgets behave directly from your socialmonials dashboard. You don't need to be copying and pasting code every time you want to change the way this thing looks and feels. So I'll go through each of these one by one. There is one master control that governs all the widgets, and that is the hide after first entry per user. So on some of your campaigns, once you get someone to sign up, what's the use in continuing to ask them to do it? It's impersonal. You're treating people like cattle, instead of as individuals. So I really like the hide after first entry per user, except in the case of viral sweepstakes. It doesn't work well because sometimes people are coming back to check out what their entry status is, if they've earned additional bonus entries, and they won't be able to do that if you check this box, because as soon as you do this, it's going to hide that tab and they won't be able to access the campaign anymore. So for this particular campaign, I'm going to deselect that. Let's start with the iframe. The only thing you need to configure here is the width and height of your frame. For a tab, you have many different options. You can choose the text of the tab. You can change the tab color to match the shell color of your campaign, or you can totally customize it down below. You want something that's going to have a nice contrast with your website colors so it stands out. The tab position on the page, I've got it set at default to 50 pixels from the top, which is right about here. If you want it to be lower on the page, that's fine. Just increase the number of pixels from the top, or you can even make it from the bottom. I wanted that tab to, I call it a peekaboo, and I love these. If you have the tab open automatically and delay the tab opening for 2 seconds after the page loads, and then you auto close after 2 seconds, what's going to happen is it's going to automatically open up, give people a look at what's available, close it, so it's just waiting for them to activate if it was something that interests them. You don't have to have the tab open automatically. What this selection does is only on the first visit. If you're worried about bothering people with that open tab automatically, you can make it so that only happens the first time they visit their site. Because you can make the assumption that if they come back tomorrow, if you have a site that's visited frequently, you probably want to use this, because what will happen is tomorrow when they come back, it's not going to bother them with that peekaboo anymore. You can also use the on-page exit intent even for the tabs. So what you can do is as soon as people try to leave the site, it's going to slide that tab open quickly and capture their attention and block and interrupt that attempt to leave your website. What I'm also going to do now is configure our pop-up. So pop-up has similar options to the first one. You can also add a fly-in effect. So if you want it to fly in from the right or the left, you can do that as well. For the button, all you can do here is to select the button image. So what you would do is just upload an image, a JPEG, or maybe a PNG image that you want to place on your page. And then you specify the image height, and it will automatically scale the width for you. Once you have these configured, it's time to go to your deploy. So for the button image, it wants me to select one. Let's just pick this. So now that we're deploying, it's going to give us a bunch of options down below for our widgets. You're probably used to using only the microsite URL. Well, scroll down a little bit and you have access to all of the widget code that's already built for you. You don't need to have any design skills or coding skills. So the iframe code, as you can see, is much simpler than it used to be. It used to be several lines of code. The sticky tab code, same thing. You just copy this and paste it where you want it to go. Pop-up is no different, and the button is no different as well. And just follow the instructions here, which is to basically copy and paste it into your HTML. I'm going to do a sticky tab widget, so I'm going to copy this. And it's instructing me to paste this anywhere between the open and closing tags of my HTML web page. So I use Landingy for my landing pages. So here's a sample landing page. What I'm going to do is just drag in an HTML snippet. You can also do this if you have raw HTML. Just edit your HTML and place it anywhere between the opening and closing of your body. So it doesn't matter where you put it with Landingy as long as you just add some HTML. And I'm going to paste the custom HTML I just copied from Socialmonials, and I'm going to publish it. It's as simple as that. Let's have a look. So now we have our sticky tab on the right, and that was super easy to do. One other thing before I let you go is we've also made this upgrade to our funnels in our other series. You'll remember we recently launched a new funnel series. So what you can do is, I'm going to go down to one of my funnels. So now the JavaScript widgets for the sticky tab and the pop-up have been upgraded here as well. They work fantastic. They're top to bottom instead of just being really small slide-ins over here. It fills the vertical screen so people can scroll really easily and engage with your campaigns right there on page. And if you use a campaign series, what that allows you to do is the little sticky tab on the right, as soon as somebody engages with that and submits, you can have it jump to the next campaign in your series. And that will automatically change the color and the name or the text that's on the sticky tab itself automatically. So now you don't need to worry about people getting bored coming to your site. Once you get them to engage with that testimonial widget that's asking them to record a video testimonial, why ask them to do that again? Why not move on to ask them to submit to a sweepstakes or maybe a caption contest or some other sign-up campaign? So as you're creating these funnels, just know that they're going to look fantastic using the JavaScript widgets. So looking forward to what you guys do to your own blogs and websites. Just hit us up using the widget at the bottom right here to chat with us. Anytime you need to talk to us, we're always available. And if we're not, we'll always get back to you very quickly. Thank you.